I've got a question for you today. Which is better, inviting parents and carers of our very young children in to watch a hopefully polished performance at the end of term, or inviting them to sit in amongst the children and see for themselves what they're learning in the moment? Before we get to the answer of this knotty question, I should explain to you why and where it came up for me this week. For a very long time now, I've hosted a meeting of Musical Minds group. This started off many years ago as a support group for newly qualified EYFS and Key Stage 1 teachers who wanted a bit of help delivering music education to their young learners. Some of them were specialist musicians and some were generalist teachers. I'd been a mentor for some of them during their initial teacher training stages, and for others, they found our group by word of mouth and had requested to join from there. This group has continued to evolve, and it contains a range of teaching experience, from the very new to the very old, which is me. I suppose you'd describe it as a safe space for educationalists with an interest in interacting through music with young children, although it has now evolved to include some other young child-facing professionals too. We generally meet once a term to share our experiences, thoughts, aspirations, humour, camaraderie and support. It is a really special place, and I count hosting it as being one of the highlights of my professional portfolio. One of the really special aspects of this group is that we didn't have at the outset is the current wealth, breadth and variety of experience that's in the group now. It makes for some really interesting and thought-provoking sessions. I always come away with a few more nuggets of inspiration and personal learning. To get back to our initial question, it was posed by a teacher now in their second year of teaching. Their line manager had suggested that inviting the adults in to a normal music session would be a more authentic experience for all concerned. And as such, it would be better than a prepared performance. As you can imagine, this produced a meaty and lively debate within the group, and especially with those of us a little longer in the tooth who couldn't help but comment, "What comes around goes around." We weren't short of a huge range of creative suggestions of how this particular scenario might be managed and presented. It's rumbled around in my head ever since our discussion, and with my diversity hat firmly planted on my head, I'm perplexed at the idea that these two contrasting methods of performance could be measured against each other. Neither is better than or worse than the other, they're just different from. Surely, and most importantly, it boils down to learning processes and the quality of communicating the differing rationales of the two events to both the parents and the children themselves. This email video isn't the place to delve further into such questions, but maybe it has provided you with some food for thought over the coming days. Who knows, it might even have motivated you to want to join our Musical Minds group yourself. If so, just drop me a line to say you're interested. You'll find the link below this video and I'll send you more details. Wishing you a great week ahead.